The word I would use to describe Spring Street is supportive.
Exploratory. Unique, but in a good way.
We have these students 6 hours a day, 5 days a week. We really need to be a home away from home. We need to not only educate their minds, but we have to also prioritize their emotional growth and also their health and well-being.
Spring Street International School is an international school in Friday Harbor, Washington.
Spring Street International School is an independent day and boarding school in the San Juan Islands. We serve grades 6 through 12, and we have a boarding program that starts in 8th grade.
It just sounded like a really academically empowering place. I wasn't getting that same push at the school that I was at. So I talked to my parents and I've just stayed here. You get that small student to teacher ratio that you wouldn't be able to get at other schools.
The bond with teachers is a little bit more like a mentor instead of just a teacher. A mentor will hear you out and really care about your view and then will try their best to help you.
Our teaching philosophy is to meet the kids where they're at, to build trust between the kids and the teachers, and on that foundation, then you build knowledge.
The way that this school goes about treating its students allows you to be yourself. We accept each other and we push each other up. The way that we go about our arts, our writing, our theater, lets people feel safe.
The grapes of wrath, go ahead.
We have a tradition here at Spring Street where we choose a word at graduation that encapsulates a student and their experience. We try and find the essence of that person.
My word for you is magnanimous.
It is unorthodox. I've become more and more of my own person. Even though I'm surely not done growing, Spring Street, unlike years past, somehow gave me room to grow.
You set lofty expectations for yourself.
And you're not afraid to be different, to swim upstream, contrary to society's status quo.
It's big. Sending your kid across oceans to come to a school, you want to know that your child is safe, heard, is cared for. These are simple words. They're small words, but they have huge power because when students know that teachers care, that's the magic.
Is that making sense? Because the momentum wins.
Boarding at Spring Street is amazing. I can open my door and just shout down the hall, I need psychology help, and everyone just floods out. It's like having a bunch of siblings, total support from everybody, a lot of nice food, and the beds are fantastic.
I'll think of you as I go, so when I leave, you're not alone, and no matter where we are.
Spring Street was started in 1994 by two parents. They wanted something different for their own kids. They spent up to 3 months traveling. That tradition has carried on as the school grew to 120 students. We take expeditions for 3 weeks in our May term. We've gone as far away as Kathmandu, Ethiopia, Bangkok. It's where kids get uncomfortable. It's where they get their edges pushed. It's where resilience happens. That's the power of the expeditions at Spring Street.
The trips are twofold. The backpacking trip in the fall is mainly to grow bonds between the students. And the second part of it is to learn about yourself, learn about your physical and emotional boundaries, and learn about the world.
It's the ability to travel in small groups and really bond with 9 other people, and when you come back, you're more of a family than you ever could have been.
When you bond here at Spring Street, it's not just someone that you see in the hall 5 days of the week. You have slipped down mountains with these people.
The relationships that the kids have when they come back from the trip, it changes the school in really significant ways. A lot of what we expect at the school is the kids to be able to do a lot of collaborative work.
Those trips are essential to building that foundation. And once you've built that foundation out in the woods, they don't lose that.
This is not like a typical high school. The classes are gonna be a little hard because it's a college prep school, but people here who care about you and who love you and are gonna help you get through it.
If I was to tell another 7th grader in the world what Spring Street was like, I would say it's worth it. It's definitely worth it.
You don't have to walk alone, 'cause no matter where we are, I will keep you in my heart.